Welcome in, folks, to another edition of the SSSL. It's part 2 of game day number 6. We've got 3 more games for you that are sure to bring the excitement, the energy, and honestly, I think they're balanced matchups at the end of everything. I'm your host, your commentator, your league commissioner, your owner of the Birdo Bows, playing in tonight's nightcap against the Daisy Flowers, Alec Rome. And what we have before that point is 2 games between 2 other sets of teams that are in very similar positions in the standings right now. We can take a look at the standings now, folks. This is, I'm going to show you the live standings rather than our normal fancy-ass graphic because we want to make sure that they're as up-to-date as possible. And so here they are. After last night, which saw the Mario Fireballs get their 5th win of the season over the D-Monkeys, they jumped to the top spot. Of course, Daisy Flowers and the War of Muscles both have a game in hand, but the Daisy Flowers are in position to take that first spot back. But they face a tough Birdo Bows team in our nightcap that is just on the outside looking in, but could jump themselves up to potentially somewhere in the 3 or 4 spot with a win. And if they're able to knock off the undefeated Daisy Flowers, the last undefeated team in the league. Meanwhile, in our first game tonight, the Waluigi Spitballs, after getting their first win, I believe it would have been maybe game week 5 or something to that affair. They got their first win, and now they're looking for their second win in a row against a DK Wilds team that has also looking for their first win, has not found a win so far, but has been on the precipice multiple times. And then in our middle game, it's the War of Muscles, as I mentioned before. They're taking on the Bowser Jr. rookies, who have luckily strung together, I think, 2 of their last 3, if I'm not mistaken, including a win against the Birdo Bows last week in a close one. And so hopefully they can find a way. Well, they started off, I think, 1-3. So, yeah, they got a win last week. And now they're trying to get back to 3-3, which would be huge if they're able to do that and then get level with the old rival, the Bowser Monsters. And there's all of those standings. And then, of course, before we go, we'll have a look at what next week provides. But last night was another solid set of games. We had a close moment right in the middle of it. The Yoshi Eggs getting their first win at home, 4-2. That was a thriller, to say the least. The Yoshi Eggs having to hold on against the Bowser Monsters on the road, rather, to the last out, where Bowser drove a ball deep to left field, and it was luckily grabbed by Baby Luigi for the 3rd out in the bottom of the 7th. If you want to watch any of those highlights, folks, we always got them, and we cut them and put them up there live during the broadcast. TikTok.com/SuperSluggers, @SuperSluggers on the app. For now, I guess, at least, until a certain bill gets passed through the Senate and onto a certain president's desk. But in the meantime, we have a TikTok account. But just in case we would no longer have that, you always have me on YouTube, Alec Rome, and of course this Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Alec Rome Games. I will post plenty. We should see, as we'll have a little bit of a break in between game week 6 and 7. You'll be getting some of those hour-long cut-ups of our previous weeks. With some extra little, hidden gems here and there, or jokes when I feel like it's appropriate. But you'll get at least cut-up versions of those games to fill your needs and keep you caught up. And if you have just been joining us, I know we've been getting increased viewer counts over the last couple weeks. That will allow you to get back into things and know where we've been at and catch up on all those games and fill your need, the need for simulated crazy Mario baseball here, because it seems like a lot of people in our league are junkies, and I'm simply a dealer when it comes to the dope that this league can provide. It's fun. It's definitely going to be fun. I'm a little bit worried tonight. I'm worried that the Birdo Bows, my Birdo Bows, are going to drop to 3-3. They need a special performance and to hope that they can hold the Daisy Flowers in accord, one of the best teams in the league in all standards, and they just know how to win. And when we go to our first match between the Waluigi Spitballs and the DK Wilds, one figured out a way to win, but the other one has just not yet, but they feel on the precipice of it. And Peter, in talking after seeing some of the games last night, was really just looking and feeling the same way the Yoshi Eggs were, that they weren't going to get a win. And I kind of calmly mentioned and quietly mentioned without saying what they could do that, you can find a way to get that outfield with perfect chemistry and find some other ways to tool things and work on that chemistry. And maybe you can find a way to get a win. And they've done exactly that. But first, we'll show the Waluigi Spitballs as they are our away team here in game number 1. Not much changing here. Waluigi is back on the mound again for the Spitballs. I will take a look at the stats, but otherwise, what you're seeing here is what we have been seeing in the last couple games and what allowed them to get to a victory in a close one. And they needed a miracle, let's be frank, against the Luigi Knights. They got one. Poor base running combined with 2 back-to-back homers in the 2-3 spots by Brown Critter and Petey Piranha. They found that absolute miracle, and they got it done. P-Dad and Caden, welcome. Thanks for coming in. Good to see you, and good luck to both of your teams tonight. But looking at the stat leaders as we look across the league, Waluigi Spitballs have a team hitting average of just around 385. The DK Wilds are an exception to the rule, and this is why, honestly, I have been shocked that they haven't won a game. They're 6th in the league, right in the middle, in hitting averages at 485, which is very close to some teams that have winning records. Then they're a 609 in slugging average. They can find some homers. And then on top of all that, they're not too bad in the ERA. 658. It's not the worst. They're above multiple different teams, including the team they're playing tonight in the Waluigi Spitballs in that department. And you just add all of those things together, and this team looks like a team that should have at least won 1 or 2 games. But as I've said, including what ended up happening last week where they had a hold, or at least they were close in that game against the Morrow Fireballs until they let it all go towards the end. But they are just so due and have been so close to a win that you feel like it has to come. Let's take a look at those DK Wilds. I know I've been having that graphic up for a while, so let's take a look at them. And let's take a look at their changes, folks. Yoshi, leading off for them, was able to get his first home run of the season not too long ago. And so he is back in the leadoff position. That was an amazing home run, one that I'll remember for a while. Was pretty shocking after going 0 for 10. Started his hitting season with a homer, and since then has been doing pretty well. Had a nice little stretch for him. I think he's had 6 hits basically in the last 2 games. So that is hey, that's impressive. That's not too bad. That is somebody saying, hey, I'm not going to get into a rut. I'm going to find a way to get out of it, and Teal Yoshi has done exactly that. Then followed up by Baby DK in the 2 spot and Yellow Yoshi in the 3. And really, now this lineup has chemistry from 1 to 7. They get the aid of the error items where they might not have been able to get the aid. So that's something we're going to look at closely here, as that's not exactly the same case for a Waluigi Spitball side that has only a little section, maybe in the 5, 6, 7 where they have error items. So advantage to the Wilds there. And then also heeding my advice, we have Teal Yoshi, Baby DK, and Yellow Yoshi out there in the outfield. And, you have Peter in pitching tonight, his first time starting, if I'm not mistaken. He really tooled with this. I feel like this is going to be the lineup that will at least get them to their first win. They've been so close. When you look at this team on paper, they have all the different kinds of pieces, including Donkey Kong, who's so good himself, has 3 home runs, batting .700. We expected that coming into the season. You have to feel that it's going to be their time sooner rather than later, and it could be in tonight's game. Well, folks, after all that being said, I got to back up a little bit because, it feels like every time that I do this, it's like I don't change things around. Then all of a sudden I'm a little bit taller than I was before or something like that, and my head gets cut off. But hey, fuck it. It's all good. Meaden, thanks for coming in. Make sure you're telling everybody, letting your friends know, and telling them, hey, friend of mine, would you like to root for my team? My team might need some help tonight. I need some fans in the crowd, or to put this game on their big-ass TV at home, on YouTube, on their app. Maybe it's a Roku TV, TCL. Could be smart. Could be Samsung. Or you watch it on your phone. Wherever you're doing it, wherever you're watching it. Cheers to you, okay? First game out of 3 tonight. It's going to be a good one. It is the Waluigi Spitballs on the road in the jungle as the sun begins to set. Let's see who wins it in game number 1. We'll get it started here in the Triple SL right now. And it is Teal Yoshi. To get us going, the DK Wilds will be batting first. As we'll take a look at their stats. Game on! Waluigi again on the mound here, and that was what I was really curious about. Is Teal Yoshi that'll go off the hand of Critter. That's not going to be an error. It was a good effort in the gap, but Teal Yoshi starting off with a hit himself, and I think that this is a comeback campaign for the ages for Teal Yoshi. Now, baby DK, down to left center field. It's going to get down. Could be extra bases for Teal Yoshi. And quickly there's runners on first and third with nobody out. And this is going to be in for Yellow Yoshi. This team has had multiple leads blown this year. Maybe tonight they can hold on to it. Waluigi with the 4.8 ERA through 11 2/3. This is on the ground to Red Koopa. They're not going to get the lead runner. Teal Yoshi's coming home, but a 5-4-3 double play will make it 2 out. So 1 on the board here early, not too bad. And now Peter will step up and hope to add to it just past Tim in the shortstop position. And so he'll be aboard with 2 away. Peter has been batting .250 coming into this one, kind of towards the bottom tier when it comes to the me performance, but not bad there. Yellow Magic Koopa, meanwhile, he's been doing pretty well, 10 for 18, but this is not going to change that. Nice job to not blink an eye by Purple Toad. That is 3, a quick 3, but still, 1 on the board. Teal Yoshi got all the way home. Good for him. And now the Waluigi spitballs in this very strong 1-2-3. I feel like there's no 1-2-3 in the league that is more loaded potentially than this 1-2-3. Despite the Waluigi spitballs record, as Waluigi flies that one out to center. Brown Critter had 2 home runs in the last game and was able to basically help carry his team to victory thanks to that. In a 6-5 defeat of the Luigi Knights at home. And now is aboard with a nice single to start things off. With Petey Piranha, is always dangerous. Had a home run last game. It's not going to be a home run, but a very nice single to put 2 aboard. Petey Piranha now 10 for 20, batting exactly .500 with 4 home runs. Now Tim, also batting a little bit rough, .278. Like I said, this team is among the worst in the league in the batting average department. Needs to pick it up a little bit to keep pace, especially with the DK Wilds. Star pitch, but that's going to get down, and Tim's going to load the bases. Brown Critter going for home, but he might get picked off here. He will. He's in a pickle. Will they get it back in time? He's saved. They don't throw it in time. Not very well executed. These teams have not really had to deal with pickles and pickle situations, and so they let him get away with that one. But he might get home thanks to the sac fly here. It's grabbed by Teal Yoshi, but the game is going to be tied again, as Brown Critter will get home on a sac fly to left by Red Yoshi. Red Yoshi is this team's worst batter by far, next to Green Noki, actually. Batting 188, but that sac does count for something. We don't really track the sac flies in the stats because we don't find them to be too relevant, but we remember them. That got the job done. So, hey, a little bit of credit. 2 out here for Purple Toad, and this one is also going to be in right center field. And, oh, there's an issue. Oh, got caught smelling the flowers once again, and that's going to bring 2 home, and Purple Toad will have a triple. I will say, on an error, though, not really Peter's fault. An error there in right center, perfectly in time. The flower causes an issue. I can sometimes be a little bit, it kind of depends for me, whether or not it's an error or not. I kind of always decide in the moment. But that's 2-1. They've taken the lead. Now Purple Toad will not get home as Blue Yoshi grounds to second base for the 3rd out. That's 3-1 rather. They are able to take the lead 3-1 after that big, what I will probably end up calling an error by Baby DK. It's so consequential that I don't know if you can count that against the pitching stats. First pitch in on Boo is a strike for Waluigi. I said a modest ERA 4-something for him. Doesn't normally last very long. And he will go ahead and let up a hit here to start as Boo's able to get that past Brown Critter at second base. Yellow Shy Guy here in the top of the second, 3-1 game. Yellow Shy Guy is possibly one of the best Shy Guys in the league, batting .588 for this team. Again, a bit unusual as this one is on the ground. It looks to be a 3-6-3 double play. 3-6-3. Nice job, Green Noki. And that will put 2 out at a good time when you have to face Donkey Kong, who now is at the bottom of this team's lineup in the 8th spot. With the way that this is laid out, it's now Brown Critter and Donkey Kong at the end of the lineup, which means this is a lot more difficult situation. It's getting towards the wall. They're not even going to try for it. But it gets into the corner. It's fair. It doesn't get over the wall. And so that's a double for Donkey Kong here with 2 out. Top of the second RBI opportunity for that same one. Brown Critter, like I said, in the 9th spot, the cleanup batter, rather than being towards the top of the order. Peter's in here. Good to see you, and best of luck that you get this win. And right now, you need a little bit of help, but you're able to get a scoreless inning there. Or rather, you didn't want that. You need help, and you didn't get it, because that's a fly out by Brown Critter to left field. Apologies, I misspoke. A lot of ball game left. The Waluigi Spitballs are the ones looking for their second win, and it's going to... Oh, nice grab, Yellow Magic Koopa. That one looked very much in the gap, but instead he just sucks that right back in. First out, 6 people. Thank you so much for joining us here right on time. I know I was a little bit late as well. I would have been probably on time with everything, and then Gary wanted to go outside. I'm like, okay, Gary can go outside. That one over the head of Yellow Magic Koopa. Bit of an off throw, but Green Noki's aboard with 1 out. Now we're back to the top of the order here. Swung on, and that will get down. We'll put 2 on. Again, Peter has not pitched. This is his first appearance, period. Not even in a relief effort. Has let up 3 so far, and be a bit of a crapshoot with the me sometimes. Sometimes they can really go far, and other times they're just very average. This one, I don't even think you have a shot at grabbing that. Oh, you do! They have a nice buddy grab. I was unsure how they were even going to get to that because of that tree branch. But when you got the buddy connection, which they haven't had before, that's how you do it. Nice job. That's that adjustment you make in the lineup. You had the pieces to do it. And that's the most important part, having an outfield that's connected. And now it's Petey Piranha. This is a big spot here, 2 out. You'd like to get him away, but this is a no-doubter. But can they get to it? It's close. It's over his head. 3 home run shot. You knew it was going to be far, and it was for Petey Piranha. His 5th home run of the year, and this one is already 6-1. And now Peter getting tired. Rough to go down here. Baby DK taking PDDs, performance de-enhancing drugs. Fair, yes. There are probably too many bananas, to be quite fair. That is a line out there by Tim to finally end the inning. But another 3 tacked on thanks to the homer by Petey Piranha, who is continuing to at least make an effort to get this team towards winning ways, and they are up 6-1 here in the top of the 3rd. The DK Wild still struggling to find a way to win, and they still have a lot of time. Until Yoshi, look, he has been a key piece, and he's continued to do well, but Brown Critter made a better play there, and so Teal Yoshi not able to get a hit on that occasion. Baby DK now. And Baby DK flashes some power every once in a while on that little banana, but that's a single. And, again, is batting right around the 500 mark. I think a very solid pick for the DK Wilds. Liar ball coming here from Waluigi in the first pitch of this at-bat, and it swung on and missed. Strike 1 on Yellow Yoshi. This one a lot slower. I don't know if I liked that. This is deep to center field. It's over the head of Purple Toad thanks to the air item. Will Baby DK try for home? No, but it's a double. A double for Yellow Yoshi. It was deep enough anyway, and now that's going to be the end of the day for Waluigi. That's right. What a time to have a 420 celebration, folks. I don't know where you are, but this is going to be fun. Tried to, and honestly, probably smartly, gave it a shot to throw it home for Brown Critter. to scare Baby DK and not running for home. Now we got 2 out. They still get the lead runner, but they're not going to get him now. That's into center field, and they're going to get one back here with Baby DK coming home. But I can't imagine what this would be like to watch high, but I hope it's fun. I do not partake, but if you do, I hope you're having a good night and a safe night. That is it for that stretch for Waluigi, I believe. Now it's Purple Toad. So Waluigi allowing 2 and 2 2/3. That's not bad. And that will be the end of the inning. Nice flashy grab. Honestly, probably didn't need to be that flashy. But he did grab it anyway. Brown Critter gets it done. So 1 added on here for the DK Wilds. You're going to have to claw back a few more. You have the Toad and the Yoshis to potentially get them out here quick and get back to the batter's box in the top of the 4th. But you never know. Nice grab, though. That'll be a quick line out to second for 1. Oh, I just got tea tonight. I like iced tea. Iced tea is a friend. This one, deep to center field by Purple Toe, but it's not deep enough. Easy grab by Baby DK, but hey, that was surprising to say the least. Quickly 2 out here. Yeah, obviously Funky Kong, I agree. I think Funky Kong definitely partakes in this holiday. But can't do so too strong tonight because he's got a game against the Birdo Bows in our nightcap. The 0-2 off speed and swung in on, and Blue Yoshi was not really ready for that. 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 3rd. And so the DK Wilds are able to keep it at 4. And now they got a power sectional lineup coming up here. You got a really great batter in Yellow Shy Guy, Donkey Kong, and Brown Critter. Top of the 4th. 2-6 ball game. DK Wilds at home. That's called a strike. I don't really know what we're looking at there. I thought that did not catch the plate. This one is on the ground. A Red Koopa at 3rd and across the diamond for 1. Donkey Kong. Big swing. Deep to left field. You can kiss that ball. Goodbye. Home run for Donkey Kong. Absolute no doubter from Donkey Kong. I'm pretty sure he just had one earlier. I think that's his 5th of the year, his 2nd of the game if I'm not mistaken, and it's a 3-run game. Now Brown Critter takes strike 1 in a 3-run game. Top of the 4th, 1 out here. Bases are cleared, and now he's down 0-2 for Purple Toad, who's been doing okay so far, but that is straight over the middle of the plate. That is a meatball and an easy single with a contact hit by Brown Critter. Teal Yoshi was able to get the first hit, and I think a second hit as well before ended up lining out. He will line that one out into a 6-3 double play to end the inning. It's coming in 1s at a time for the DK Wilds, and this time the 1 is from Donkey Kong with a solo bomb to left field. But they need to keep holding. They have a nice chance to do it again. A weaker part of the lineup, they can maybe get Waluigi out if they can go 1-2-3 here, as Red Koopa and Green Noki have struggled specifically for this team. Red Koopa's been not bad. Let me give him some credit. He's batted .600 coming in. He's actually this team's statistical best hitter, and that's pretty much a fuck-up by Yellow Shy. I mean, how do you tell that? I don't think he needed to move that much for that one. Might be an error, but I don't know. Green Noki will take strike 1. I can tell you for certain that Green Noki is among this team's worst hitters. This is on the ground, grabbed by Yellow Magic Koopa, and will make the play at first. Nice play, but not able to get the lead runner. So runner in scoring position for the captain here with 1 out. Big spot. If you can do this here, you can potentially get Brown Critter up at the plate. And then following that with Petey Piranha on the ground, though. They're going to get the 1 at 3rd. Close play. And he's out. Oh, no, he's safe. That's Waluigi. He's safe. He's safe. Never mind. I forgot for a second who was there and who wasn't. And so the fielder's choice doesn't work out at 3rd, trying to get the lead runner. And it will be Brown Critter up at the plate. This could blow this game wide open for the Spitballs here in the bottom of the 4th. Barrel pitch is swung on. Deep to center field. It's at the wall. But Baby DK is going to have this one, but a tag up by Red Koopa. It's not going to be tried, and it's 7-3. 8 people in here. Thank you so much for joining in a big spot here for the Spitballs. Got to use a barrel pitch, but Petey Piranha takes that one for strike one. Petey had a 3-run shot earlier to extend their lead. He's going to have another one. You can absolutely say goodbye to this one, too. There is no way in hell you're going to grab that ball. And it's 9-3. Tell me at what point were you going to get that one? Absolutely no point at all. It's 9-3, and the DK Wilds continue to struggle in maintaining hold of ball games. Put that one over the plate. It's Petey Piranha's second of the night, his 6th on the year, and is crawling up towards the top of the ranks in the home run charts. Bowser is at 9, but has been held to account with only 1 in the last 2 games after starting with 8. But there's the air items, and oh my God, it continues. Tim will get on after the fire to Donkey Kong. Couldn't get the steady 1-3. Now Red Yoshi. He's going to take a drive deep to right center field. They're there, though, at the wall. It goes off the top of the wall. They don't even try it. They don't even try to grab it. And Red Yoshi has his first of the year. My God, they don't even try it. I wonder if they thought it was going to go off the top of the wall, but you got to at least give it a go. And Donkey Kong is done here in this stint. My God. I feel bad for Peter. I know he's in our chat. But Jesus. That is just a sickening lack of effort from the players in the outfield. Lined out to the 3rd out at shortstop. But man, oh man, 11-3 here. We got 2 more games coming up, folks. But this one is in dire straits. Peter saying things are worse than ever. Somehow, some way. But hey, you need to find some hits, and there is one. There is one, my baby DK. Strike one here on Yellow Yoshi. Again, if you can find a way, get back to the bottom of the order. And that one does just get past Tim. Boy, did he take a try at that dive. But he will not get to it. So, with 2 on and nobody out, you're going to have the best opportunity potentially the rest of the game. And that one's going to get into the outfield. Bases loaded. Red Yoshi takes that one. They're going to try for home. And Baby DK is quickly home. Nice job to take a try at that one. 4-11. Runners on the corners with nobody out here. A chance to at least keep things not an 8-run game. That's preferred. You need to do a lot of work here in the top of the 5th to have a shot. This one lined out. Oh, it's off the head of Brown Critter, and it's going to be fair, and that's going to get Yellow Yoshi home and Peter to 3rd. Oh, man, Brown Critter. He can have some issues sometimes, and that's just off his frickin' nose, man. His snout, his noggin. The error from Brown Critter can't get to it, and now there's 2 on still with nobody out for Boo, who will get this into the outfield. Make it 6-11. And there's a barrel. And now Yellow Magic Koopa's going to be safe at 3rd. Oh, wait, what the hell is he doing? There's a play at 3rd, and he's out. He was right near the fucking bag. What are you doing? Doesn't matter. They've still cut the lead by 3 runs here in the top of the 5th. But look at what he's doing over there. He was way on his way to getting there. Why did he pull back? Purple Toad. Purple Toad is getting tired now. But hey, this is an opportunity. At least you're gaining some momentum, are the DK Wilds. They were down 8. Down 8 to start the inning. Down 11-3. And they have 2 on with 1 out. The biggest comeback in league history is by the Daisy Flowers, who were down to the Diddy Monkeys by 6 after 1 inning. And found a way to win. DK Wilds, this is a fastball on the ground, and Donkey Kong grounds into a 6-4-3 to end the inning. Unfortunate that he couldn't add on something to that like a homer, but they do get 3, and if they can hold here, they still have a shot to get things done, but you really can't allow any more runs here. Red Yoshi had a shocking 2-home-run shot to center field that they didn't even try to get. And Yellow Magic Koopa can't reach for that one. And so Blue Yoshi will be on with nobody out. And this team's statistical best hitter, Red Koopa, is at the plate. Ball here. Boo is in to pitch for the DK Wilds. You're hoping that he can do a little bit better than he has been doing. This one is past Yellow Shy Guy. It's a good hit. Let's not get that wrong. Boo with a 6.57 ERA through 10 and 2/3 innings. He's played 5, pitching in his 6th straight game of the season. And now it's bases loaded. And it's off of baby DK. I don't even know how you mishandle that. One's going to get home. Red Koopa's not going to try for it. But, oh, man, that's what you didn't need. Now you don't even have a force out here for Waluigi, who will swing on this one to right field. It's grabbed by Yellow Yoshi. Not going to tag up for it. And so there's one away. But now you can't ground into a double play. Have an opportunity to potentially get Red Koopa home. But Brown Critter could end it all. Star swing, left field, grabbed by Teal Yoshi. That will be enough for a sac fly to get Red Koopa in. And it's 13-6, a 7-run game again. It could be a lot more for Petey Piranha, who's had 2 home runs, including a couple no-doubters. Oh, that one's fouled off. Good pitch by Boo. Got to keep it off the plate if you're looking to test him. The second one. This one's curving inside. It's going to be flying out to center field for the third. Unfortunately, they're not able to prevent runs from coming in. They tack on 2 more. I guess they gain 1 in a weird way. They're a little bit better than they were before, but they still need a lot of help. That's the end of the day for Purple Toad, who carried things not too bad through the middle section of this. Now Red Yoshi will allow a hit straight to Brown Critter to start things off in his pitching stint here. And it will be Teal Yoshi. Pickoff attempt no good. This one in the gap. 2 on with nobody out. Red Yoshi has pitched in 3 games, allowed 9 runs in 11 and 2/3 innings pitched, good for a 5.4 ERA. Baby DK, big drive, but that's going to go foul towards the left field wall. The 0-1 on Baby DK is swung on. It's going to get in the gap, too. Brown Critter's easily going to be able to get home and bring this a little bit closer. Teal Yoshi will not try for it, but it's a 6-run game again, and there's nobody away. And so once again, the opportunity lies here. If you can keep the hits going and you have the right people to do it, Yellow Yoshi here. Contact swing. Will it get down? It will get down in front of Petey Piranha. It's a 5-run game. Will the rally continue? The DK Wilds just don't want to go away. They desperately would like to win their first game of the season, and the Spitballs are trying to hold on here to get their second and get back into the playoff conversation. This one on the ground for a 6-4-3. It advances the runner, but it certainly puts the rally on hold for the moment. Yellow Magic Koopa here. If you can get a single, you can get Baby DK home, make it a 4-run game, and then you have at least a manageable situation. It's not easy, but there's Tim grabbing it, and they're going to be down at least 5 heading into the 7th. But they need to, of course, stop the scoring. They haven't been able to do it in the last 2 innings. The Waluigi Spitballs have scored 4 out of 5, and both teams have been scoring a lot in every inning, but it's definitely the Waluigi Spitballs who have scored more. 2 more games, folks, tonight. We got the Bowser Jr. Rookies on the road at the Wario Muscles here coming up shortly. This is a drive from Tim to right field, and they're not going to get there. Say goodbye to that one. Tim with a home run. Tim has only come into this game with 5 hits, and now he adds his first home run of the year to right field. And it's 8-14. This is the most runs that the Waluigi Spitballs have scored in a game this season. No doubt, we weren't sure if they had this type of firepower, but when you're able to let Petey Piranha do his thing, and he has 2 homers, and the rest of this team is also following suit. This is going to get in the gap as well, so again, there's nobody out here. And you just need to find a way to get some outs, especially with this section of the lineup. But Boo is again getting tired. This one is lined out to center field to Baby DK. At least for the first. Now you have a chance to ground to a double play. And you're still going to be down 6 going into the last inning. One more try at it. This one is grabbed by Yellow Magic Koopa for the 4-3 double play, catching Red Yoshi out of position. Nice to do that, but the DK Wilds absolutely have their hands full here in the top of the 7th. They need 6 to stay alive if they're trying to get their first win of the season. They do have Donkey Kong due up, but they need everybody to contribute here to have a chance. The first pitch for Boo is grabbed by Tim. I really don't know if I like that selection, but alas, it's 1 out. Not a lot of room for error, but Yellow Shy Guy has been hitting very well. Unfortunately, they're down to their last out as he grounds out to second. Donkey Kong has had a home run in this one, maybe 2 if he had it early. If he adds a third, it'd be cool, but it's not going to be enough. You need a lot more than that, and they're down to their last out. Line drive to left field, and that is the ball game. The DK Wilds, unfortunately, cannot find a way to keep this game in check. They let up a lot of runs through the first 4 innings and just could not string together a comeback that felt like they had a shot at, that they were on the heels potentially of a comeback. But unfortunately, Peter's team cannot find a way, and they are 0-6 right now. It really is. They tried something new, and really, I wouldn't hate going back to the lineup that they had, but not right now. They are not our winners. The Waluigi Spitballs are our winners. After defeating Luigi Knights, they follow this up with a very impressive win on the road, and they improved to 2-4. And folks, they're solidly right back. If they can continue to string wins together, get back to 500, at least around the trade deadline and the All-Star break in Game Day 11, we could very much be talking about the Waluigi Spitballs with a shot to go to the playoffs here. Top 6 out of 12 will go to the playoffs and a chance to win the SSSL crown. Meanwhile, DK Wilds are just this team's, like I said, statistical anomaly. When you look at how they're batting, how they're pitching, and how they're slugging, they should at least have won some games by now. But just something, they have not been able to put together a complete game in order to seal this one. And it's GG's to Peter. And back to the drawing board, as he said. We got 2 more games. Bowser Jr. Rookies on the road at the Warrior Muscles. Come on back for that one. More baseball here in the SSSL when we get back. Welcome back, folks, to the Triple SL here. Game number 2 is we're not in the jungle. We're not there. You know, sometimes I forget to do this before break, but you get the chance to just see how nice this is. Look at that. I can just transport myself just like that. And before we get started with game number 2, is the Bowser Jr. rookies are on the road at the Wario Muscles. The Wario Muscles are hoping to go to 4-2. And continue their stretch and staying in a playoff spot. Meanwhile, Bowser Jr. rookies, after getting a win against my Birdo Bows, have a shot to get back to 3-3 and certainly would be back in the conversation for a playoff spot and solidly in the race. And before we get talking, not that I wouldn't have, and we have P-Dad in the chat, this is not an attempt, there is no equal time rule here, but I did want to invite, because he was on the mic and was ready to go, we have got Caden. Caden is here, the owner of the Bowser Jr. Rookies, to talk to me briefly about this upcoming game before we get started. Caden, can you hear me, and how you doing?
I can hear you. I'm doing great. How you doing, Malik?
I'm doing good, and it seems like your team, you had a bit of a struggle to start the season. You went 1-3. You were able to sneak a win out of that, I want to say, was it the first game?
Very first game, we took out the DK Wilds.
Yep, took out the DK Wilds in a close one. And then it's just kind of been a bit of a skid after that. You really had the absolute smack in the face, which you had to move past quickly against the Mario Fireballs 29-6. How do you even attempt as an owner to move past that sort of result, and where do you go after that happens?
Well, I mean, up to that point, we had a pretty brutal opening season stretch. We played all the undefeated teams while they were undefeated.
Daisy walked you off as well? Daisy got a walk-off?
Daisy walked me off, and then I played Diddy, and then I played Mario. Oh, no, maybe I played Mario, then Diddy. 3 big swings. And they were big fights, and we're going to take some losses this season.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it being like, hey, if this doesn't go well, what can I fall back on? And when I saw the end of that game, I was like, all right, we're going to re-strategize. We're going to come back. It's the drive boards, see what we can get. And I did a pretty dramatic field adjustments.
Yeah.
Changed a good chunk of our batting lineup. Something that fits more. I think one of the biggest problems I found was I liked Bowser Jr. in center field. I think that's where he fits best, and I put some chemistry out there. But the second he gets called up for relieving pitching, that outfield chemistry falls apart.
That outfield falls apart, yeah.
Absolutely. So I've set it up so my outfield can kind of work autonomously, my infield can work cohesively, and then they can move around and nothing gets messed up too bad. My batting lineup, look, let's talk about the game went bad with the Mario Fireballs, but let's talk about what went really good, and that was Green Hammer, bro, with a grand slam, big shot first inning. He has proven himself time and time again. He went, I think, opening shot home runs 3 games in a row, and I said, all right, he wants to prove himself. We're putting him in the 4 spot, and he steps up in his first game, and he hits a grand slam, and he said, he belongs there, and he has, I think he only hasn't homered in 1 of the games.
Yep, he has 5, and he's going to be basically in top 5. We had Petey get 2, so he'll hit to 6. But yeah, he's top 5 in league in home runs and top 10 in RBI as well.
He's got something to prove here. I think he's going to keep showing us what he's got. Loving that. The Wario Muscles on the other half, they're a super dangerous team. I mean, they're what, 4-1, right?
I think they're 3-2 right now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're 4-1. They're 4-1. That's right. So they only lost that one to Luigi. That's how their perfect season got spoiled on the road here at Wario City. So, yeah, they've been doing very well. And I said I would probably call them, of course, besides the Daisy Flowers, but the Wario Muscles have been the team's, this league's probably most consistent team. I mean, they are just as difficult as anybody else in the top echelon of the league.
Absolutely. I'm really feeling honest. I think they're one of the better teams here, and we're going to prove that we are one of the better teams here tonight. They don't get talked about as much because they didn't have that great opening stretch run like Mario, Daisy, or Diddy did. They were undefeated. But they're still there. I mean, they're at the same place that I think that 2 of those teams are at. Still, they're still 4-1.
Yep.
And we're here to show them that we can hit that thing right over those 3-foot tall cube blockers, and we're gonna see what's up in this street pavement today.
Yep, that's for sure. One more thing before I let you go. What is the thing that you're the most worried about when we look at this Wario Muscles lineup?
I think it's the versatility in their hitters. I mean, we got Firehammer, bro. All of them are great. Wario's pretty good. Magic Koopa solid. Pianta's dangerous. Any Pianta on the field is dangerous.
Yep.
I've seen Toadsworth hit, man. He's there.
Toadsworth is like he's been very consistent, man, coming in. I mean, he's batting .316, but I also feel like he's also gotten 2 RBI, and he's just so solid at third base, man. He's really steady at third.
100%. Well-managed team. Great manager over there. I'm really excited to see how this goes.
All right, well, Caden, best of luck to you. I know I'm sure there'll be there'll be some yelling, and you want to stay focused as an owner, but I appreciate the time.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
All right, take care, buddy.
You as well.
All right, that is Caden, owner of the Wario Muscles, and that is pretty much, or owner of the Bowser Jr. Rookies, rather, and the owner of the Wario Muscles, P-Dad. I'm sure you'll hear completely about his team as we get going in the chat on Twitch. If you're not over on Twitch, that's where most of the chats are, twitch.tv/LARoamGames. Well, I think that we pretty much have covered all of the bases here. Good luck to Caden. You got Blue Magic Koopa starting for him. Wario back on the mound for the Wario Muscles. It's going to be a close one. Let's get it on here in Wario City, here in our second game of the night. As we pull up the game screen, the Wario Muscles will be batting first. And it's on. It's on. Here, first pitch, and Yellow Toad swinging on that one early, but, oh, Josh gets caught there at first for the 6-3. A bit shocked that, A, he swung on, and B, I thought he would have gotten beamed there, to be quite frank. But, alas, he did not. 1-0 here on Yellow Pianta, who takes the ball. Yellow Toad has been doing very well for this team, too. 13 for 22. 2-1 on Yellow Pianta, who is batting .609. This team as a team batting .514. It's deep to center field, but they could be there in time. Will Caden grab it? He will. A huge grab by Caden in center field, and that's the second out. Yellow Pianta had the distance, had the height, but it just wasn't fast enough. It was kind of a deep pop out to center field. They're able to grab it and keep this game scoreless so far for Wario, who started the season on an absolute tear and had a perfect hitting streak. He's still hitting .773, and he still will be as he gets a single here with 2 outs. Is now 18 for 23 on the season, amongst the top of the league in the hitting category. Parker will get aboard. Parker knows how to rob homers, too. I would say he's one of the best me's in the league when it comes to that as well. Now you have 2 on for a Yellow Magic Koopa, who's also batting .474. Not too bad if I don't say so myself. But this is swung on. Will it get down in right field? It will. It's not going to get a score home, but it will load the bases, so scary situation. But any base here, you do have to deal, though, with Firehammer Bro, who's 11 for 19 with 3 home runs this season. Could be an early deficit for the Bowser Jr. Rookies. Star swing. It's going to get down. That's going to bring Wario home. Parker's turning. He's going to go for home. Play at the plate. Not going to have one. And that's a 2 RBI single for Firehammer Bro to take the lead early here at home. No throw made. He was already there at the plate. And so an early good start here for Parker's Wario Muscles. And Blue Magic Koopa is tired early, and this team is amongst the league's worst in the ERA category. Team ERA of 10.10. Skewed, of course, thanks to that Mario game. But Blue Magic Koopa has pitched 9 innings coming into this one, allowed .778, and he is going to allow another single from Toadsworth, of all people. Gets on base, and the bases are still loaded, and that will end it for Blue Magic Koopa. Does not even get through the inning, and so that will not improve his ERA, that is for certain. Red Noki, though, is a good person to have up at the plate, and she will line this one out. So Bowser Jr. coming in with a .763 ERA. And Elise is able to get him out of the inning in another bases-loaded jam. But the Muscles, up early, 2-0. You got Caden, you got Green Magic Koopa, and you got Bowser Jr. to start them off. Quick line out there, or quick ground out, 4-3. For the first out, Caden is only 5 for 19, batting around .250. A little bit better than that. Green Magic Koopa takes a big drive at this one, but this is a pop fly. Watch out for the bomb. Might make a difference. It won't. 2 away. So Green Magic Koopa is now 9 for 19 and batting around 500 again. This team batting average about 428. Bowser Jr. is not too bad, averaging 450 with only 1 RBI. Most of the RBI is coming from Green Hammer Bro as a big section of his team. And boy, 0-2 as swinging on the wrong part of the splitter. It's very rare. Most of the time people know what to do. But that's lined out to Yellow Magic Koopa. That is a quick 1-2-3. Top of the order, gone down in order. And so it remains 2-0 here as we have a long way to go in the game. Blue Noki will follow things up for the Wario Muscles, and then we'll get back towards the top of the lineup. Blue Noki has been okay. 444 is really not bad for a Noki, and she's going to add to it. I think that's going to get down. Nice hit that's pulled into right field. Good contact technique hit to get her on with nobody out. Now Yellow Toad, as I said, batting .591 coming in, has been very, very solid, adding a home run on top of all that. The off-speed on the 0-1 swing and a miss. Don't even know when you knew that was going to land. Now this one over the plate, swung on, grabbed by Green Magic Koopa, and that is an easy double play. Blue Magic Koopa was almost at second base by the time that Green Magic Koopa sucked that ball in. And now we've got 2 out here. Top of the second, Wario Muscles have the lead early. Yellow Pianta could have had a big drive at this one and is looking for a big drive, but takes the first strike. This one fastball. This is going to left field, but it's quickly into the glove of Green Toad, who's able to take a couple steps forward and end that stint for the Muscles. They don't add any more, but they're still up. But you got Green Hammer Bro. 5 home runs, top of the league, top 5 in homers in our league in the SSSL. Has a chance to get this closer. He's not going to have a homer. It's going to be a line drive to Parker in center for the first. Here is Blue Magic Koopa. This one is going to get down for him, though. He'll be on with a 1-out single. Nice job, Blue Magic Koopa. Or yellow, yeah, Blue Magic Koopa. See, we have a lot of Magic Koopas out here. We have almost every color. Hard to keep track of sometimes, folks. Green Toad takes a drive at this one. Deep to center field. Tie ball game. Green Toad, his first home run of the year. Came into this game only batted about .438 and hits an absolute no-doubter. They were not going to get to it. Green Toad ties the game at 2. Here early in the bottom of the second on the road at the Wario Muscles. The Muscles 4-1, trying to go to 5-1 amongst the teams with 5 wins. Meanwhile, the Bowser Jr. rookies could get back to 500 tonight with a victory and get solidly back in the race towards the playoffs. Green Koopa will take a drive at this one. Grabbed by Fire Hammer Bro. He won't get the runner at second, Goomba, but will get the first base force out. So runner in scoring position, 2 away for Green Dry Bones. The Dry Bones in this league are always so solid. No difference here for Green Dry Bones for this team batting .600. This is a drive to center field. It'll get down. Goomba won't get home, but runners are now on the corners. 9 people in here. Thank you so much for watching. Again, we'll be trying to post highlights on TikTok tonight from each of the games, at least one, and I need to get the last one up, that's for sure. Caden on the ground, grabbed by Fire Hammer Bro, and he's not really... Oh, but it's off the plate, but they tagged him. I don't know where the tag was. I don't really understand. I guess that's an out. I'm not sure about that one. I would have loved to see a replay, but we're not going to get one. But it is 2-2. Greg Wiggle fan, good to see you. I wonder where is the Daisy Flowers and Bowser Monster be playing in Mario Fireballs. We're going to get there. We got one more game tonight. The Daisy Flowers are undefeated in our SSSL Simulated Computer League as Wario will get on first with another single. Shocker. And the Daisy Flowers will play My Birdo Bows here in the nightcap here in the second part of our 6-game week of 22. Each of our teams plays each of the other teams once at home and once away. And that is 2 away, as that's a 6-3 double play. Yellow Magic Koopa. Can you do anything about it as Bowser Jr. will start off with a paintball for a strike, not swung on. This one is swung on straight to Blue Magic Koopa. Call it 3, folks. That's a quick 3. And it's still 2-2 as we hit the bottom of the third. Tie ball game here. Bowser Jr. Rookie's an opportunity, especially with Green Hammer Bro, to claim the lead. Not going to do it, though. Quick line out. Make it 2. Another quick line out. Now here's Green Hammer Bro. Can he say something about this? I think he just had one robbed, or at least he had one that lined out. This one will get out to center field. So a 2-out single and a little bit of a mishandle here from Parker, who catches some fire. That's going to allow him to get to second. And so a single turns into a double. A little bit of a bobble there. Greg Wiggle, the Luigi Knights are 4-2 in our league. They played last night. That is going to be the third out. Greg Wiggle, luckily you're on YouTube, so you can subscribe to our channel and go back to the live section and watch part 1 of last night when you get done with this one. And of course, you'll be able to catch up with all of the complete live broadcasts, as well as we're catching up on the 1-hour highlights. Hopefully to get caught up with that by the time we hit game week 7 in about a week's time. You'll be able to see each of the game weeks in a 1-hour consumable format as Fire Hammer Bro takes a drive. I think this is going to go foul. It does. Close one there for Fire Hammer Bro here in the top of the 4th in a tied game 2-2. This is swung on. Call that one foul as well here for Fire Hammer Bro. This one is a contact hit. It will be a single for him, so no more big swings after 2 of those go foul. But hey, it's something. Toadsworth, who is always sneaky good. Oh, 2 though on Toadsworth here after I think he fouled one of those off. Grabbed by Green Magic Koopa. There's the 6-3 as well. They have been tough, those two. They have been so tough in that spot in between the middle infields. And so now Red Noki, who has yet to get a hit as a Wario Muscle, will swipe and miss on the first pitch. Second pitch is going to be a paintball. Swung on the ground, grabbed, and Red Noki, unfortunately, is not going to add a hit here as 0 for 5 as a member of the Wario Muscles. And so you wonder, as Baby Mario was able to be part of a victory, who got the better side of that trade? The Yoshi Eggs finally got a win. Maybe they were. It's probably close. Neither of them have been amazing since the trade. But hey. Green Toad here in the bottom of the 4th was able to tie the game on a 2-run shot to center field and could take the lead, but Parker is there. He loves to rob him, and he does. It's almost like I didn't have to guess what would happen there. Parker saying that they got the better end. Right now, Red Noki has yet to really show that. But hey, I'll take you at your word. Goomba here with 1 away. Splitter here for Wario. Again, folks, on the ground. There's 2. Oh, no, it's an error. The pow ball placed at the right time. An error there at first will get Goomba aboard. Should have been the second out, but instead, Green Koopa will get aboard. So Goomba finds a way on the base paths yet again. Goomba has not been very good. 5 for 17, batting about 294. But this will be a double play to end the inning, 4-3. And so, unfortunately, can't do anything about it. Pete Dad said, Baby got 1 hit. Fair. Okay, 1 hit, but also completed a now perfect chemistry outfield. And yes, Red Noki cost him the game week 3. Probably rigging things, so it's hard to say that that maybe they didn't get the better part of that trade. On the ground, Blue Noki will ground that one out too. Bowser Jr. will be done for the day after the short stint by Blue Magic Koopa. He came in and really did not too bad, and now it's Green Magic Koopa. Hopefully a better pitcher, by the way. Ball here on Yellow Toad. 2-2, top of the 5th, 1 out. Tie ball game here in the SSSL. Wario Muscles looking to get their 5th win out of 6. Bowser Jr. rookies can get back to 500 with a win here and could easily tighten things up in the playoff standings. Yellow Pianta will take a look at strike one here. Big swing and a miss, strike two. The 0-2 is swung on the ground. Grabbed by Blue Magic Koopa, not going to get the double. Can't turn two, but we'll get the second out of the inning as that's a ground out to first 4-3. Now we have Wario, who continues to get great hits. Will he continue to do it? This one is too hard, though, and it's essentially straight into the glove of Caden in center field to prevent anything from happening. Keep this game tied at 2. It's another one of these games in the SSSL, folks. They tend to be close, and we are tied at 2 heading into the latter stages. Bowser Jr. rookies, can they find a way to take the lead here on the road? They will not get it from Green Drybones, who quickly grounds that out for one. Caden here. Here's a drive to center field. That's going to be on the ground and in the glove of Parker for a single, so he's aboard. Green Toad had this team's only home run. In for a strike here, 0-1 on Green Magic Koopa. The off-speed for Wario. Could this stay fair? Oh, it's just foul. It's on the line. So close. Now the 0-2, the splitter. Will we see a strikeout here from Wario? Swing and a miss. Strike 3. And that's a second out. Strike 3, Wario's first strikeout of the year. We normally see people find a way to hit this splitter, but this team is having a little bit of an issue finding which ball is the real ball. The 0-1 on Bowser Jr. is on the ground. You can call that 3, folks. And we can call it still tied at 2 runs apiece. Heading to the top of the 6th inning. We play 7 in the SSSL. And we're getting down to it here. We've had 2 games this season, I believe, go to extra innings. The Bowser Jr. rookies were involved in one of them. And guess who they got walked off by? The Daisy Flowers. Parker with a drive, but this is going to be easily foul into the streets of Wario City. The 0-2 for Green Magic Koopa off speed is right in the gap. Nice contact hit. Unbelievable hit by Parker on the off speed. Those can be so difficult to hit, but has obviously been getting that BP in, baby. First pitch, Yellow Magic Koopa. This one will also get down, and there's 2 aboard with nobody out. For the Wario Muscles here, tight situation, top of the 6th, 2-2 ball game with Fire Hammer Bro up at the plate. He's had 3 home runs this year, folks. A 4th could spell disaster. This drive is deep to right field, but it's not going to get down. And that will not be a 4th home run for Fire Hammer Bro. So now 1 out with Toadsworth, who's been getting hits, mind you, but could have the capability of grounding into a double play to end the inning and keep this thing tied. Star pitch on the first one for Green Magic Koopa. It's swung on! It's deep to center field! Toadsworth at the wall! It's grabbed by Caden for the second. Oh, could you have imagined? Toadsworth had a try at a homer earlier this season. This was absolutely perfectly struck. Deep to center field, but it's robbed by Caden again, luckily. And we are still tied. 2 out, 2-2. Top of the 6th. Big ball game that could have implications for later on in the season. Red Noki has not gotten a hit as a Wario Muscle. Can she do it here? The 0-1 is swung on. And in the gap, her first hit as a Wario Muscle loads the bases with 2 out. Any base here for the Bowser Jr. rookies will get the 3rd out, but Blue Noki has not been so good in this game. She takes strike 1. Any base will keep it a tie game. Any single will make it. Oh no, it's not going to be a single. Bowser Jr. with an incredible grab at shortstop. Tie ball game. 10 of you are in here at a perfect time. Our second game of the evening is tied at 2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th in the penultimate inning, potentially in regulation. Now Green Hammer Bro. He's seen what a home run looks like. Could it be his 6th of the year? They're going to be at the wall. Parker doesn't grab it. Go ahead home run. for Green Hammer Bro, his 6th of the season. That one was sky high on the first pitch. Gone! Home run! Unbelievable scenes here. Strike one on Blue Magic Koopa. They take the lead in a critical moment in the bottom of the 6th. Could they add to it this time? It looks like they're going to get to this one. Nice play by Parker. He's able to rob it. You can't rob everything. You can't rob everything. But they're certainly getting most of them in the outfield this season. Critical one to miss, though. That means that the Bowser Jr. rookies could potentially get 3 outs in the top of the 7th and have the advantage and go home. They could get more here, though, as Green Toad has 2 of the 3 runs thanks to a home run. It won't be such. That's going to be 2 outs. The Penguin Gamer says, nice commentary. Hey, I thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That's what we go for here. Former sports commentator turned fake sports commentator right here. 0-2 on Goomba. Here, bottom of the 6th, we play 7. The splitter struck somebody out already tonight. It's not going to strike Goomba out, but it certainly will line him out to short. We head to the top of the 7th. And folks, follow us on TikTok at Super Sluggers for highlights of tonight's game. I clip and post them pretty much immediately. Top of the 7th in a 3-2 ball game, 3 outs away from getting to 3-3 are the Bowser Jr. rookies and Caden, who we spoke to earlier. This is swung on. It's going to get into the gap, though, for at least a single. Toad not turning for second base. 1 on. Green Magic Koopa getting tired. They're going to pull him. And now you got to look to somebody for the save here. And it will be Caden, the me. Caden is going to try to make the save here in the top of the 7th. And he's got Yellow Pianta to face, but he got him to chase on the first 0-1. Down the middle, though. This is swung on. It's going to get down. And there will be 2 aboard with nobody out. Oh, brother. RBI opportunity and more for Wario. Now, Wario's not had a home run this year, but he's almost a guaranteed hit. And you bet your ass he's going to hit another one. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Down a run are the Wario Muscles. Parker has had 2 home runs on the season. One of the better batting me's in the clubhouse. Strike 1 on him, though. Tight moment here. Big moment for this season. This is on the ground. It'll be a double. Oh, will they get it home? He's out at home. Double play. Double play. They got him at home. Slow throw, but they call it out at home. And they're still able to turn it to first. We got to steal for home. Strike. Will they get him at third base? No. Oh, I thought they'd get Wario at second. Oh, man. This is a big moment. They're trying to squeeze bunt. But Wario, can they get him at second? No, he's safe there. You can't do this. Down to their last strike in the top of the 7th. It's on, over the plate. Oh, it's over past Bowser Jr. Tie game. Warriors coming around for home. And they're going to take the lead. Oh, my God, I can't speak. I can't speak. It gets past Bowser Jr. Wario comes home. And they're going to take the lead in the top of the 7th on the final strike. Can you believe this? Still 2 out. Drive to left field. It's going to luckily stop there thanks to the arrow. There's 2 out. Unbelievable section here. Top of the 7th, 1 away to finish this second game of the night, and it's still not over. Toadsworth on the 0-1. They were 1 strike away. They were trying to squeeze bunt to tie the game, and now they have the lead by 1. That is the end of the top of the 7th. One of the wackier top of the 7th you'll see in this league so far this season. Holy cow. And we still got the bottom of the 7th here. And still an opportunity for the Bowser Jr. rookies to find a way to win. They're going to switch their pitcher. Wario's done. They're going to bring in Toadsworth. Toadsworth? I don't know about that, man. Line drive. That is the first. We have seen extra innings 2 times this season, folks. 2 times, 2 games out of our 6 game weeks. 1 out,
Bottom of the 7th, Bowser Jr. rookies need something. This is a big drive. It's grabbed by Wario before it goes into foul territory, and they're down to their last out here. What a way for the Wario Muscles to potentially take this game away. I'm wondering if I hit the clip button on that. Caden with a drive, and it goes foul. I'll have to check and see if I got that clip. I was so freaked out by everything that happened, I might not hit the clip button. It's on the ground. Grab by Fire Hammer, play first. He's out. Wario Muscles steal one at home in the last inning. They find a way on the last strike to get a 2 RBI single. A 2 RBI single. And they get it done. Wow, unbelievable game there. 4-3. The Wario Muscles go to 5-1, and a brutal way for the Bowser Jr. rookies to fall in the standings down to 2-4 on the season. Oh my God in heaven! What a way to end that game. Let's play back on our heads. They got 2 out. They got the double play, the lead runner at home. And they were able to get then the runner at first, a 4-1-3 double play. Runners on second and third. They try to steal. I thought they'd pick him off. And then down 0-2 in the count. They get a single, the boo item. Wario's able to turn for home along with the runner at third and take the lead. And that is how this game was won. That is the difference. The final score being 4-3. Brutal way for Caden and his team to lose this one, but you can't be disappointed with good baseball, man. That was a classic once again in the SSSL. Guess what? We got one more game. The Daisy Flowers are the last team undefeated in this league, but the Birdo Bows are trying to be the 1-5-1. Come on back to see what happens in just a moment. Folks, welcome back to the Triple SL, the craziest simulated baseball league you'll ever watch on this app or any app, to be quite frank with you. I'm Alec Rome as we hit our final game of the night and the final game of game day 6 out of 22. This is our last game for probably about a week or so, headed on a business trip, but we'll be back sometime towards the end of the month here in April for game day number 7, and trust me, we're going to come back hot. We're going to be going full games, no more splits for a little while. We'll go bang, 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 one after another. And you're going to get a lot of baseball when we come back, and especially in the month of May. But in the meantime, while I'm away, you'll be getting some 1-hour highlight videos on YouTube of some of our previous game broadcasts. We already have the first 2 up. The third one will be up next week, probably on Monday or Tuesday. And game week 4, crazy, by the way, game week 5. Got to look out for that fucking highlight reel. That's going to be like a 90-minute one because that was an incredible week. Highly recommend you go back and watch this one. And, of course, this one will be edited, and hopefully in time we'll be all caught up by game day 7. And you'll have plenty of chances to catch back up on the Triple SL if you've been away. In the meantime, if you have been away, you know, or if you haven't, you know now that the Daisy Flowers are on top of the Triple SL. They're 5-0. They've walked off 2 of their 5 wins, including against a couple of the teams that we've already seen tonight. They know how to win, and Ethan's team has been drafted and played to perfection for the most part. And really, whenever they've been placed with a challenge in front of them, they find a way to overcome it. And they will have another challenge tonight in the Berto Bows team that has shown that they can both A, hit the ball really well, and B, have better defense and pitching than anybody in the league. They have a league best ERA of about 3.20, which is good for a first. Their hitting average is not amazing, 456 of the Berto Bows, and they slug about 655. Meanwhile, the Daisy Flowers are second just by a little bit to the Mario Fireballs at 531 on the batting average. So, yes, the Berto Bows are fighting a bit uphill here. But when you have that good a defense and a team that really overall, the Berto Bows have only allowed 16 runs. And mind you, we've seen like 6 or 7 games in which a team has put up more than 16 runs in a game already this season. This is pretty impressive and will be a formidable task for a Daisy Flower side to maintain their undefeated season and go to 6-0. Can the Berto Bows be the one in 5-1? We're going to find out. But let's start with the away team's starting lineups. I tell you what, not much has changed here. Just Daisy, though. That's really the big change. She's starting for the first time tonight. Normally, she struggles a little bit in terms of going the distance. Is kind of a connection piece, but she's still doing really well. All things considered, she only has 1 earned run, an ERA of 0.66. That puts her in second place, tied actually for first, rather, with Yellow Magic Koopa over the same distance. That's that Yellow Magic Koopa, by the way, for the Wario Muscles that we just saw. Meanwhile, for the Berto Bows, Berto has pitched a lot this season as we head to their lineup. Again, batting order, Funky Kong, always dangerous, has plenty of home runs, is in the top. Funky Kong's got 4 on the season. Everybody on his team is dangerous, including Blue Dry Bones, who is the hit leader with 18 hits. Now for the Berto Bows. Same lineup that you'll always see. Berto with her second game in a row. They pretty much switched between Berto and Red Magic Koopa, and those two have pretty much been able to carry things and carry their team through the 7 innings. Regardless of whether they win or lose, they have been able to keep it together and limit teams across the board. The most that they've had scored on them so far this season is 7 in a game. They got allowed 4 in a loss to the Luigi Knights, and just a couple weeks back, last week rather, they allowed 7 in a loss to the Bowser Jr. Rookie. So looking for a chance to recover after that. They were on a 3-game winning streak. Can they get back in the right way? Not an easy task or choice to do that with. Not an easy team to do it with, that is for sure. It's the last remaining undefeated team in the league. It is the Daisy Flowers. Those are your lineups. This is the final game of the night. Don't go anywhere afterwards. We will have live standings and a look at the next week's games when we come back in about a week and a half. And, of course, make sure you follow us everywhere. Drop this video a like. Follow us on my Twitch, twitch.tv/AlecRomeGames. my YouTube, at my name pretty much, and on TikTok. We'd really appreciate it. That's a great way to say thank you so much for watching, and to thank me if you really enjoyed this and help us get it out to more people. Final game, big one. Can the Daisy Flowers remain undefeated? They have to win at Yoshi Park to do so. Third game right now. The Birdo Bows had the toss go or not go their way. They are batting first. Here we go. Red Yoshi is the leadoff hitter, and hey, would you look at that? A good way to start. Toadette, again, folks, is at second base, considering she's had some issues at short. The vibes were a bit off for her at short. As far as the Birdo Bows, the vibes for this team at home, they've only played here at home twice, but they've been able to put up double digits both times. Red Yoshi gets caught a bit out of position at second, and so that single kind of gets nullified. King K. Rool, meanwhile, has a deep one to right field. Is it going to stay fair? It's close. Oh, it's just foul. We don't get a chance to see that one. It's 0-1. The second one, though, is a heater to right field, and it's on the ground. It's going to go into the tunnel. Well, actually, there's an invisible barrier on the tunnel, but it doesn't matter. Green Critter is going to get to third, and there's runners on first and third early here in the top of the first for Red Critter. Red Critter is a scary proposition. He has 3 of this team's 8 home runs. The 2, 3, 4 sections of the lineup have 7 of the team's 8 overall. Deep to center field. Could this be a 3-run shot? They're not going to get to it. 3-run homer, his 4th of the year. And if you want to beat the Daisy Flowers, this is the way you do it. The 2, 3, 4 section of the lineup gets on base, and Red Critter sweeps them all off with a 3-run shot. And it's 3-0. Best of luck. I don't know, Ethan. He's normally in our chat. But best of luck to you, by the way, sir. I know that's kind of a bit rude to say right after we hit a 3-run homer to you, but I still wish you the best of luck. Feeling a little bit better, not going to lie about things after seeing that, at least to start. I know your team can come back, but damn, anybody in this league that has faced this team knows how hard they are to play. Red Shy Guy will get himself on as well to continue things. That's only his 5th hit of the year for this team. They were pretty bad to start the season in the batting average category, but they have kind of turned things back towards 500, batting 456 coming in. Birdo has a nice hit, but that one will pull foul. She's down 0-2. She's batting 500 on a season as well with 4 RBI. This is going to be off the tip of the bat. It will go to Blue Dry Bones as short, but the 2, 3, 4 section lineup, the people that you need to do well, have done well so far. Red Critter, 3-run shot is the difference. Bottom of the first, though, it's going to be Toadette as it normally is, and like I said, this team is second best in the league in batting. They might not be as flashy or as distributed, but still very well done. Everybody in the team, nobody's batting below 389, and Blue Dry Bones is literally almost a guaranteed hit. Has only had 1 at-bat this year, but there's a strikeout for Birdo to start things off. Strikes out the lead batter, and it's 1 away. And make that 2 away, as that's a line drive to blooper. Again, the defense of this team is what we talked about. League-leading ERA. They've let up the least amount of runs in the league. Now Wiggler here with 2 out. Take strike 1. I want to say thanks to everybody who's been in the chat tonight. Eli, Parker, everybody. That's on the ground. A nice grab. Flashy grab by Gray Shy Guy. 1, 2, 3. Bottom of the first for the Daisy Flowers. They know what it's like to be down in a game, but still some work to do for them. And the Birdo Bows, can they extend the lead with the Shy Guys here? This first one by Gray Shy Guy is over the head into, no, not going to get into the Piranha Plant, but it will hit the pipe, and it will be the first single of inning number 2. Here's Red Magic Koopa, solid on the mound for sure, and is not too bad in the batter's box, batting 471. He's going to ground this one into a 4-6-3 double play. That'll be 2 away now. For Red Yoshi, who tried to do things well, he got a hit, batting 318, but unfortunately turned that hit into an out at second. And he is going to follow it up with a 4-3. That is a quick top of the second. Nice response from the Flowers to not allow any more, and they'll have their power section of the lineup. You've got Funky Kong. You've got Boomerang Bro who has home runs, and you have the guaranteed hit, Mr. Blue Dry Bones, walking hit machine in the third spot in the 4-5-6. 0-1 on Funky Kong. It's swung on. It's over the head, but it's going to get down just barely in front of Red Critter. But he's caught out at first. Too slow at first. Nice throw by Red Critter. That was an adjustment this team made. They put Red Magic Koopa at second and a bigger arm out there in right field. And boy, did that pay off right there. They caught him at first. Funky Kong was too slow. So now you got one on. Boomerang was able to get a single there in the same spot. Berto here, the reverse pitch on the first one, will get a whole 360, almost like a 520 or something, a 540. This one, though, center field. I don't get to it in time. Boomerang Bro is there safe. But, man, normally you don't have to worry too much about getting thrown out after it gets into center field. But Berto's team, my team, is certainly looking like they want to pick some people off. Red Paratroopa is not too bad on the ground. It's deep, hard to get to. Nice hit by Red Paratroopa. Bases are loaded. Chance for this team with Daisy up at the plate. She knows how to hit home runs too. She has one of her own, batting .421. Good time for a star swing potentially, but she whiffs on the first one. Will Berto use her star pitches? 0-1 on the ground. Going to be a 5, 4, 3 double play to keep things in check. Nice defense once again. They've held one of the best teams in the league. Scoreless through 2, and it's 3-0. Berto Bows, again, they dropped that game last week. It'd be nice to get to 4-2. Get a little bit more in the conversation for a potential first-round bye. Still a lot of season left to play. Now you got a nice lineup here. The 2-3-4 back. Alex Boyce, I want to say thank you so much for chatting on YouTube, and thanks for coming in. Is there a place to look at the standings? You'll have the live standings after this last game and what it means for the standings after this game. Don't go anywhere. I'll show them live on the screen and where everything is at. The Daisy Flowers are undefeated at 5-0. The Berto Bows 3-2. And that is going to be a nice single to get runners on the corners again. King K rule. Nobody out for what happened last time. A Red Critter 3-run shot to start things off in the first. And will he do it again? The train is running by. Deep to center field. He's done it again. 3 times 2 is 6. And it's his second homer of the game. The 2-3-4. The King and Critter connection is unbelievable. Daisy's tired. She's got to get pulled. 6-0 on a team that's undefeated. They know how to win at home. The Berto Bows might show the team's best home field advantage in the league. 0-1 on me. This is the line drive. It's out though in right field. At least that'll make it 1. But God, like you said, you may not be able to put a roster of 9 people like the Daisy Flowers have, like the Morrow Fireballs that have had, that can hit relentlessly across the lineup. But if you can have the right stretch of 3 hitters do what they are supposed to do, you can win some ball games. And that is what the Berto Bows are doing. They're on the track of. We got a long game to go here. Top of the 3rd. Ball 1-1 here on Berto, the captain. This one's over the plate, though. This is a heater. Will it get down? No. Wiggler's got that one, and it'll be 2 away. Red Shy Guy's on first. Now, Gray Shy Guy had a single in his first at-bat. Takes ball 1 here. So the Shy Guys are okay. Red Shy Guy's a bit worse than Gray Shy Guy. But Red Shy Guy's shown that he has some hits as well. Gray Shy Guy down 1-2 here to Red Paratroopa. Star pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That will be the end of this inning. And to the top of the 3rd at least. But the Berto Bows in the 2-3-4 do the same thing again. They add 3 from a Red Critter home run. 6-0 here. Bottom of the 3rd. Daisy Flowers are due up. Ethan is robbed by Green Critter at short on the first pitch for out number 1. 10 people in here. Thank you so much again for watching. Stick around for those standings at the end of the night. Make sure to follow us. We'll let you know when we're back for game day number 7. A little bit of a break in between here. Fly out to center right before the train comes by and absolutely kicks my ass for the second out. Blooper. He's been surprising and not too bad for this team. And he'll get a hit and get aboard with 2 away. Like I said, most of the players on this team have had at least 7 or 8 hits. That's Blooper's 11th on the year, batting .435. Wiggler now has also been not too bad, batting .647, the second on the team in batting average. Will continue this stretch and get 2 on with 2 out here. They had to get out of a bases-loaded jam in the second. Now you got Funky Kong up here, always a threat to hit a home run. He's hit 4 on the season. The 0-1 is over the plate. It curved over the plate. Goodbye. Funky Kong hits a 3-run shot of his own and cuts the lead in half. You knew it when it curved inside that it was going to be gone. She needed to keep that on the inside edge of the plate. Instead, it goes right over the top, hangs it 6-3. This ball from Boomerang Bro, will it get down? It will not. I grab it in center field, but anything you can do, I can do as well. Say the Daisy Flowers, they put 2 on and get their big hitter up to hit a 3-run shot as well. It's 6-3. Don't go anywhere, folks. I have a feeling this is going to stay close. And if reverse psychology works out and my team wins by a lot, also not bad. On the ground, Red Magic Koopa hits a bit of a blooper on the inside edge of his wand. Not a great hit. And it's not a hit. It's an out. Red Yoshi back up here, top of the order yet again. It'll be the 3rd time round potentially, but this time the Critters could have 2 out. They'll just have 1 as Red Yoshi's able to get aboard. Nice job for him. Now you just need Green Critter to do his job. And they've been doing it. All 2, 3, and 4 part of this lineup for the Birdo Bows have had hits. Multiple hits. 0-1 is over the plate. It's deep to left center field. Will the train get there in time? It will not. Nice play. And a bunny throw back to first. Got him at first. Double play. An incredible double play. Thanks to the extra effort from Blooper. Gets a little bit of a buddy kick over to Wiggler. He slings this one to first. And a very rare, impossible 8-3 double play ends the top of the 4th. And now the Daisy Flowers have a chance to bring it closer. Blue Dry Bones, like I said, is a walking hit machine. And he might be a home run here. But it's at the wall, left center field. They rob him. Only the 2nd time this season he doesn't have a recorded out. It's by a rob in left center field right before the train comes. Luckily, they were there in time, and that's 1 away. Incredible scenes here, folks. The defense is what it's going to take to keep this team at bay and to put the 1 in 5-1. 0-1 now on Red Paratroopa. This team's statistical worst hitter at .389. He will ground us out for a 6-3, and that's 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. Daisy come in batting .421, takes the first one for an 0-1. You'd like to see her get aboard, maybe get this thing a little bit closer. It is going to get into center field. She will be on with 1 away, and it will bring up Ethan here, although Ethan's been okay, again, batting .412, towards the bottom of the team, but hey, there are some players in this league batting like 100 or 125. But it's 0-2 here on Ethan. Will Birdo use a star pitch? She won't. It's over the plate, and it's fouled. Still 0-2. Again, good opportunity for her to use a star pitch. She's not going to use it, but it's strike 3. Swing and a miss. That is the end of the 4th. Another strikeout, her 2nd of the night for Birdo, and she is continuing to show why she's one of the best pitchers in the league. And the Birdo Bows maintain a 3-run lead on an undefeated, the last undefeated team in the SSSL. King K. Rool with a drive. But you know this one's going foul as well. 0-1 on King K. Rool. Good look at it. Red Paratroopa trying to keep his team in it. This one's a drive. It will be in fair territory, but there's a train. The train will knock one of them over. Can they get to it? No! King K. Rool with a home run. Home field advantage for the Bows. The train came at the right time, and they were going to make a try at that one as Blooper got ran over. And it's 7-3. King K. Rool's 3rd of the year. Red Critter now has 5 on the year with 2 in the game. Could it be a 3rd? No, it's going foul. At least for right now, it's 0-1. The 0-1 is swung on, and again, it's looking good. But this one will also pull foul to left field. Do you try to pitch him something outside? I think he is. He's going on the right edge of the rubber. Contact swing. It gets down, and Red Critter is 3 for 3 on the night. With me up at the plate. Showing bunt with nobody out, folks. An important key part of this. I don't hate it. I don't hate the sack bunt here potentially when you have nobody out, but now you can't sack bunt. You just have to swing. The 0-2 is swung on. And in the gap. They continue. Red Critter thought about going to third after a POW item gets down, but instead he'll stay it. Red Shy Guy has shown some hits tonight. I think he might be 2 for 2. Quietly 2 for 2. He'll line this one. 2 blue dry bones. That's 2. Double play, unfortunately, does not help things in terms of adding to the lead. There'll be 2 out here with just a man on first. For Berto. Berto, again, coming in, batting a coin flip 500. She's going to take a big drive at this one. And it's off of Daisy. She made an effort at that one. It was a heater. Don't think I'm going to call that an error. It was a good effort by her. 2 on here for Grace Shy Guy, the better of the 2 on this team. Up 7-3, top of the 5th, 2 out. Trying to get to 4-2, beat the undefeated team in the league. The 0-2 is swung on. Will it get down? It will get down, and the bases are loaded with 2 out. Opportunity in a big spot here for Red Magic Koopa, batting around 471 to help blow this open. Star swing is going to get it down. I'm coming home, and that's going to be it. Berto's coming home. Close play at the plate. Safe. 9-3. And barrels over Funky Kong. I don't know how believable that is, but shit, this is not really a believable game to begin with. Berto comes in and trucks Funky Kong at the plate to make it 9-3. Pickoff attempt no good as Wiggler has to step in. They're having to go deep here in this pitching order. 0-1. Wiggler, this is only his 2nd game ever. Pitch for this team, it's 0-2. He did not pitch very long when he appeared last time. The bases continue to be loaded for the Berto Bows. A huge section of the inning for them. 9-3, top of the 5th. Green Critter with a chance to put this away. They're not going to get to it. Grand slam. Green Critter. He's grand and he's green, and he might be giving them the first win against the Daisy Flowers that this league has seen. Oh my God, what a hit. 12-13-3 after that grand slam, and it's the Critters kind of night. And King K. Rool, oh my God, he's going to add to it. That one's gone as well. This is an absolute floodgate, the likes we've never seen against the Daisy Flowers. The Berto Bows own Yoshi Park. And they put up an absolute slammer. An 8-run inning here in the top of the 5th. Red Critter's already hit 2. This one will end the inning, though. The bleeding is over, but goddamn, might they be on the operating table. 8 runs from the Berto Bows. They are up 11 on the Daisy Flowers, and this might be a deficit too big to come back from. Can Toadette help things out in the bottom of the 5th? Berto has been playing incredibly well against a team that's so difficult. She has 2 strikeouts. 0-1 on Toadette. This is over the plate. Will it get to center field? It's grabbed for the first out by me in center. Daisy Flowers have not really seen this field. If I'm not mistaken, they might have played the Yoshi Eggs, but they don't know what the train is like. Pow ball, though, nice job. The error, that's going to get him aboard. I think that might count that as a single as well because it went to third. The blooper is aboard. That's going to get in the gap. So 2 on here. At least this is a chance to get it started. Eli says we played them away for the first game. That's right. Yes. So this is the first time the Daisy Flowers have been at Yoshi Park. They'll be at it at least one more time. Funky Kong, though, has decided to show up, and blooper's not going to try for home as I throw it hard. But the bases are loaded with 1 out for Boomerang Bro, and you will pull Birdo in this situation for Red Magic Koopa. An incredible effort from Birdo to only allow 3, and this is exactly going according to game plan. And more, I don't even know if you could have expected this, but Boomerang Bro, he can hit a Grand Slam, he will! The second Grand Slam of the game, not so fast. Brings everybody home, and it's 14-7. Boomerang Bro's 3rd home run of the year. Just a minute. Red Magic Koopa is upset after that, and he won't pitch very long. And we're getting into uncharted territory. I'll come in to pitch, but that's a potential problem as it messes up the chemistry in the outfield. They're going to have a situation on their hands that they need to get out of. I know it's a big deficit. They're up 11. Now they're just up 7. But it's a little bit concerning. The 0-2 on Blue Dry Bones is into center field and grabbed in time by the replacement Red Magic Koopa. But this is not something you normally expect out of the Birdo Bo side. They don't normally have to go to their 3rd pitcher. That is the 3rd out, though. They're able to only allow 4. So they're still up by 7. But, you know, it's the Daisy Flowers. You can't count them out of any game. But if you can get the Critters back up, which they at least will have one more try at this one, you can maybe extend things. Nice grab by Toadette at second for the first. Maybe that's a better position for her. She struggled a bit at shortstop in the early part of the season despite all the winning. Red Shy Guy takes the first one 0-1. Down 0-2 here quickly to Wiggler, who's been pitching some not bad stuff here. But that one will get down. Nice job to get Red Shy Guy aboard again. I do think that's his 3rd of the night. Now Birdo. She'll take a big drive. This one is deep to center field. Hold on a minute, folks. Hold on. Could it be in the wall? No. Oh, it's fair. It's going to get down. The bomb's there. Red Shy Guy's going to go to the 3rd. I don't know how that ended up being fair, to be quite frank with you. It must have hit the wall or something. And so we have runners on the corners for Gray Shy Guy, who's been solid. I like Wiggler's pitching, though, I got to admit. Pickoff attempt, no good. But Wiggler's pitching has been very solid and gets him to swing on this one for the 4-6-3 to keep him scoreless. I like that from Wiggler. Oh, boy, folks. Things are getting nervous. The Daisy Flowers will have 6 outs. They need 7. We know they can get it. But they have Daisy, Ethan, and Toadette up. Due up here in the bottom of the 6th. This is a drive from Daisy to right center. That's going to get down at least for 1. Daisy's not going to try for 2, and so she'll be on with a leadoff single. Can't lie, folks. Owner of the Birdo Bows right here. Still nervous. Up 7. 0-1 on Ethan. 11 people in here for a great 3rd game. 0-2 on Ethan. Do you go outside? Try to get him struck out. Star pitch. Swung on. Grab by, oh no, it's not grabbed by Critter. He misses that one off his left hand. That's an error. And now there's 2 on with nobody out. Oh boy, folks. Hold the phone. Toadette. Line drive. There's 1. There's 2. Try for 3. No, he didn't get him, but that's huge. That calms things down a little bit. Double play there, 4-6. Now there's blooper. Now there is not. That is 3. And they will only have 3 more outs to remain undefeated in the SSSL. Is it finally the night that the Daisy Flowers take a step back? The Birdo Bows had a huge 5th inning. Can they add any more insurance? I know 7 seems like plenty of fucking insurance, but they got the best part of their order coming up in the bottom. Red Magic Koopa did not have a great pitching stint. It's a little bit unusual for him. Did not go very far, and he's not going to add on to that. Bit of a rough night for him. Eli saying, come on, Bows, we need more parity in this league. I agree. I totally agree. Red Yoshi. Hey, Red Yoshi has been having a nice little night for himself. Came in batting just .318, but I think that might be his 9th or 10th hit of the year. Well done. Now the power section of the lineup has hit so many home runs already tonight. 2 from Red Critter. Yoshi, he's out at second thanks to the power ball. Poorly placed, and that is 2 out here. Red Critter's hit 2. Green Critter 1. King K. Rool 1. And Wiggler is showing some good stuff here. The 0-1 is over the plate, but straight to Blue Dry Bones. That is the end. 14 is all the Birdo Bows can score. That's all they're going to be able to score. They need to get the toughest part of the lineup out for the Daisy Flowers if they want to end their undefeated season so far. Wiggler is up first. He will send this one to center field and get on with a leadoff single. They need a lot to happen, but they've come back down 6 in a game before. 7 is not out of the question. Funky Kong was able to get on base earlier. This one is deep to left center field, and you can say goodbye to this one. It's a 5-run game. Oh boy, folks. Don't go anywhere. God, am I nervous. Jesus Christ. 14-9. Come on, man. Not gonna lie. Come on, we need this. We need this. The league needs this. As unbiased as I can be here, I hope Ethan will understand. This ball is swung on and gets in the gap. Boomerang Bros aboard, and there's still nobody out. Blue Dry Bones, but you're out of the tough section of the lineup. That's what matters. You're out of the tough section. Strike one on Blue Dry Bones, but Blue Dry Bones is still tough. You got to give him his flowers. He's a hit machine. He's a hit machine. But he's not going to get a hit here. That's one away. 2 outs remaining. Red Paratroopa up at the plate. 14-9. Bottom of the 7th. Undefeated. Season on the line. The Birdo Bows could go to 4-2 and be the 1 in 5-1. This one is in the gap. It's not going to be grabbed. That's 2 on with 1 out. 2 on with 1 out. The drink of choice has no alcohol in it tonight. Might have needed some. It's iced tea. Daisy's hit a homer earlier this year. She's going to take a swing for the 6, 4, 3, double play. The Daisy Flowers are undefeated no more. They put up a hell of an effort, but the Birdo Bows improve to 4-2 and take off the number 1 team in the league at home tonight. Yes, sir. 14-9. Come on. Yes. GG's to Ethan. It was a beautiful game of baseball, and I could not have asked for any better way to end game day number 6. We had a great first part last night, an incredible second part tonight. Holy cow. So many great moments, so many great finishes. You got highlights on TikTok at Super Sluggers. Let's put that one in and take a look at our live standings before you head out for the night and hopefully enjoy whatever festivities you're getting into tonight. Oh my God. I mean, my stomach hurts. Folks, my stomach hurts. Thank you for the crowd appreciation from Eli. What a game that was. Let's take a look at the live standings after 6 weeks. And folks, it looks a little bit different. Here we go. There's the live standings. The Mario Fireballs, they know what it's like to be back on top of the league now because they have the run differential. They have 45 runs. They've likely, I don't know if they've played the Warrior Muscles yet so far this season, but the head-to-head record is the number 1 tiebreaker. And then it's run differential. The Daisy Flowers, after that loss, dropped to the 3 spot. And I don't think they played the Warrior Muscles yet either. Once we get to game week 11, everybody will at least play each other one time. The Birdo Bows, look at that. Jumping up to 4-2. And in the 4th spot, nice run differential add for them. And they are on top of right now the Diddy Monkeys, which I don't think they played them yet. They lost to the Luigi Knights. So, again, if there's 2 teams together, the difference is the head-to-head record. But with 3 all at the same record right now, and we still have plenty of time left to go, the run differential is still going to make a difference. Bowser Monsters at 3-3. Again, they dropped 2 in a row now, unfortunately, where they were on a nice little 3-game win streak. They're in the 7th spot. Bowser Jr. Rookies are at 2-4. They could not jump anything up. But hey, speaking of 2-4, Waluigi Spitball, 2nd in a row. They're able to get it on the DK Wilds, improved to 2-4. And they can start to make a climb back into the conversation. Yoshi Eggs are at 1-5, and so are the Peach Monarchs. Yoshi Eggs got their first win of the season last night. And Eli, hopefully you can make it some more. I'm rooting for you as well, my friend. Fellow owner/user of Yoshi Park and its namesake. DK Wilds, man. Fuck. God. They just cannot find a way. They can't find a way. They had a little bit of a stretch there, but man, 0-6. Tough one to get out of. A lot of work left to do. But the good thing is, if you're going to be 0-6, it's nice to have 16 games. That's what we got left. We're going to have a lot of baseball left this season, folks. Let's take a look. When you come back, in probably about a week and a half, folks, these will be the matchups. The Bowser Monsters and the Bowser Jr. Rookies start off what I might call kind of a rivalry week in a way. They play at the Playroom there in game week 7. Diddy at DK. The DK Wilds would love to put one over on the Diddy Monkeys. Diddy Monkeys have been playing a lot better 4-2. And the DK Wilds in the battle for the jungle, could they find a way to finally get their first win of the season? Having to recover quickly are the Daisy Flowers as they face the now 5-1 Wario Muscles. That could be our game of the night there in game week number 7. The Waluigi Spitballs have a good team potentially to continue their winning streak against. They're on the road in the Garden in game week number 7. Birdo Bows, it doesn't get any easier for them. They face the Mario Fireballs at Mario Stadium. No rest for the weary. Then the Luigi Knights and the Yoshi Eggs face off. That's going to be an intriguing matchup as well. Luigi Knights losing one as this week to the Waluigi Spitballs, and a close one and a crazy one, 6-5. They have to shake things off as well and recover. Oh, they did. That was 2 weeks ago. They beat the Peach Monarchs. That's right. So, but they got to shake that off, man. They do. They got to shake that last one off. They did, I think, against the Peach Monarchs really well. But they're on the road at Yoshi Park. That's going to be an interesting one. I think that one could go either way. The Luigi Knights, though, they put up 15 runs for the first time in a game this season. They could look a lot different, and it could be very difficult for the Yoshi Eggs to come back from. Folks, thank you so much if you were watching, wherever you were watching. Eli, Parker, Caden, who talked to us a little bit earlier along the night. We had Alex. We had all these people in here who were there tonight. Thank you so much for tuning in so far. I saw a few different people in there if I didn't get to your message. Peter was here earlier tonight. Thank you so much to everybody who watched, and I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to follow us everywhere at Super Sluggers on TikTok, here on Twitch, Alec Rome Games, and go to our YouTube for replays of the live broadcasts, and cut up highlights are coming quite a bit next week to keep you filled and satisfied with baseball content. Until then, folks, I say I'm Alec Rome. Thank you so much for watching. What a game week it was, and we will see you next time.